This is an FIE Composer 2.0 help video. The general topic is lighting and environment, and this video is about natural light. Okay, so we'll just go into Composer here, have something set up. So this is just a person standing on a cube piece, that's been pulled out to be the ground. And right now we have the normal headlight in place, so as we look around, we can see what's going on. But there is another lighting option in this version of Composer, and that's natural light. And I'm going to show that to you right now. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to delete the headlight, because we don't need two light sources. We only want one. We want the natural light. So we'll delete the headlight, and as you might imagine, if everything goes black because there's no light, so you can't see anything. So we'll add, rather than the headlight, we'll add natural lighting, which is here. Let's just rename it. I'll just stick with the default name. And then we'll just close out of here. Now, initially, if you just move around, you'll see it's got a bright side and a dark side. It's got a warm yellowish side that seems a bit like sunlight, and the dark side is lower in value, and it's a little bluish. And it's a nice look, but it seems like by default it might not be very controllable. And the reality is that we can control it. We just need to go to the working set, add natural lighting to the working set. Then we can just move to that piece. And we'll see we have a manipulation, which is a tumble manipulation, which is pretty typical. We can use all the usual tumbling controls of single finger drag or orbits, and that two-finger drag can be moved to zoom. And we have an SRT. Now, if you just move it around, it doesn't really have any change to it if you move it in space, except that it moves this icon around where sort of shows you with an arrow on it, and the arrow says direction, and that kind of helps you see where the light's pointing. In this case, it's showing you where the key side or key light is, which is it's shining on his back. Okay, but if we actually use the rotation handle here and rotate the direction of the light around, then we get to see some really interesting things, which is one, we can control, so we can put the key coming from in front of and slightly above him by using this. And so we get something rather nice where we have the nice yellow key light coming from up high and from his camera right side. And we also get a shadow. And the shadow is going to sort of be in better quality depending on what platform you're on. If the system has more power and it can give you finer detail on the shadows, it will. You also get self-shadowing. You get shadowing from his head on his shoulder. And you get a better sense of not just lighting direction, but also when light might block or where a shadow might fall. So it's not finished lighting. It's just for super high quality rendering. It's just good enough to give you a sense of where shadows fall and where light side and dark side would fall. If it's useful for you for reference to get that information, then use it. And use it to draw. It's one step beyond the simple headlight, and hopefully it'll help you sort of plan and illustrate your lighting beyond just also the simple structure of the scene. Okay, so that's the natural light.